Have y'all ever heard the saying, having a baby won't keep no man, or having a baby won't make a relationship better? I'll never forget when I was having my son, my dad was like, you don't want to have a baby by that dude because he only wants to lock you down and say he got a baby by you. I was like, no, he loves me. Well, my dad was kind of right. And if we look at how Offset is reacting to Cardi B and him not being together, and him being like, I don't care, I'm your baby daddy, you my baby mama, I'ma always be tied into you. Can't even get started on DDG and Holly. He already done admitted that he would want to have another baby by her. I'm pretty sure so his kids are matching, but also, why don't you want to marry her, stupid? And why do people do this? To position themselves above whoever the co-parent gets with in case they don't work out. In they mind, they're like, oh, okay, well, I don't care if you get married again, if you get another girlfriend, if you get another this, if you get another that. Guess what? I'ma always be number one, because either I have your first child, I have your second son, or I have your daughter, or something stupid and crazy like that, to where they feel like their position in your life is solidified forever. This idea of having babies to save a relationship is Shanika Grant's real life. For those of you who don't know, Shanika Grant is a 40-year-old YouTuber who has 10 kids, 8 of which are possibly by a gentleman by the name of Hayward Yarborough. 2 of her children are already about 18 and 22, so she just has about 8 children in her house who are about at their teen years and younger. Shanika says that 8 of her kids are Hayward. She also claims that her and Hayward were in love and they were their first to everything, and she was his first wife even though they never got married, and she was the mother of all of his children even though he has children elsewhere. If you do know who she is, you know that she mistreats her children and that she uses her children in order to live. She don't want to keep no job. She don't want to keep that house clean. She don't want to keep them kids clean. But I'm gonna show you in this video how I know this woman had kids to keep this man, because when we compare different lives and how she talks to her kids versus how she talked to a man who don't want to be with her and embarrasses her, oh, you gonna see the difference. The lady makes me sick. I am all for calling out deadbeat ass, raggedy ass, trash ass mamas, and that's Shanika ass. This is 40 years old and still can't get shit together. Y'all know how I am. When it comes to parenting, do not keep on having kids if you're not ready to sacrifice for them. I feel very strongly about being a mother and being a good mother despite what you went through. Once you decide to have some damn kids, don't you come on here crying about how life was so hard, all that other stuff. Toughen up. I'm not gonna get worked up. I'm not gonna get worked up. So what's up, my friends, and welcome back once again to the Just Case and Brand. I'm your homegirl, I'm your tia, I'm your prima, I'm your cousin, I'm your friend, I'm whatever you need me to be down here at the Just Case and Brand. Now, if you're new to the channel, we are known as the Jaberhood. The Jaberhood is a community of intellectuals who like to come together, talk about topics that ain't got nothing to do with us. Nothing. This is for educational and commentary purposes only. We come over here to hee ha ha, then go about our day, okay? That's what we do over here. If you're not already a member of the Jaberhood, go ahead and hit the subscribe. If you are a member of the hood, what's up, gang? Happy Monday. Have a great work week. I pray you have a great work week. Let's talk about this. You know how when you're in your early 20s, you make bad decisions. You might even slip up and have a baby or two, have a marriage or two in your 20s. But as you start to get older, or as you start to realize the relationship with the person that you had a child with or married to isn't working out, or the love has been lost, as adults, we make the decision to say, okay, this ain't working. It's time for me to go. Not Shanika. Real quick backstory about her. Shanika was born in October in the 1980s when crack was rampant. I don't know if her mama was a crackhead, but her mama did give her up to her grandmother who took her on. As I learned about her grandmother, I realized she may have been a crackhead too, who just decided to take the kids in to get money from the state, similar to what Shanika's doing. Anyway, she has always felt abandoned and mistreated by her mother. She always wanted to be close to her mom, but her mom really couldn't get her stuff together in order to be a present parent. And she uses that as an excuse as to why she is how she is today. To me, whenever people get to talking about their childhood and how they had bad parents, but they've produced new children in the generation, it baffles me. Because I think to myself, well, if you're cognizant of the fact that you did not have a good parent, why on earth wouldn't you want to try and change that for your children? Why aren't her children important enough for her to do that? Why isn't Shanika able to give to her kids what her mama didn't give to her? Because she's worried about a man. She ain't worried about them kids. She don't give a fuck about them kids. She's worried about Hayward Yarborough, who already done got married and got a side chick. Yeah, so he's married to a young lady named Belinda. Belinda has 5 kids, and Belinda's been real quiet. She don't post a lot about herself. She don't post a lot about her and Hayward. She just keeps to herself. That is who Shanika is jealous of. And then in this past year, Hayward done got him a new lady named Jessica. Not me. No, not me, guys. Once we see Hayward, you're gonna be like, ugh. Or if you seen the thumbnail, you're like, oh, Jessica, what did you post? I digress. When I was listening to Shanika talk about her childhood with her grandmother and share about how her grandmother would give her advice on Hayward, it clicked for me that her grandmother taught her how to be a single mom. When I came across Shena Grant, it was because her and her daughter had went viral because she bought her daughter a meal from Zaxby's, and her daughter was damn near in tears because she got a fast food meal. And that caused me to look into her further. And as I watched her lives, how she interacted with her children, what she would rant and rave about, how she would sneak off. This woman would sneak off and go and eat in her car while she feeds her kids very small portions of food.
One egg roll took 20 minutes for them. Like, what was y'all doing? I just got up from work. I've been sitting there waiting. Like, what? Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? I got a sausage biscuit. I'm freezing. Like my fry hard. Sit sides on in the I mean it's cool. I'll let it cool off for everybody to eat. Ready to eat it.
She would sell her food stamps so she can get her hair and nails done. But you think her girls got either one of those done? She had a child in the home who was touching on another child. And as opposed to confronting the situation head on, she took the child who was the victim of this situation to get on birth control. This is the type of mama that we dealing with. All of these things are subliminals that were telling me there's something deeper going on with this woman. When I kept on watching and I kept on hearing the mention of Hayward, my baby daddy, and how she put him on this pedestal, it got me curious as to who this man was that had her talking so gentle, so soft, and so kind about versus her children. I don't care what a man is doing. There's no way I'm going to be kinder to a man who's not good to me than I am my own children. And even if I had a good man, I still wouldn't want to do that. Now, I do want to say in this video, I'm not going to be covering everything about her children and the exploitation that she is doing in order to make money on YouTube. I never want to appear like I'm bashing anything about these children. In fact, if you would like to support the children, there is a petition in my description box that you could sign, and it's just for the kids to get taken out of her care and to get placed in better care. Shanika knows that if she does not have these children, she will not get government assistance, and that is why she wants to keep them in her care. I went snooping on Hayward's page, and as soon as I started to read through some of the shit he was saying and some of the quotes he was posting, I realized Shanika watches his page very closely. The reason why she doesn't want to get a real job, like in her recent live where she said she had to quit that laundromat or whatever job she had to recently quit, she was saying that she feels like she needs to be somebody who works for herself. It's because Hayward is that way, and Hayward's wife Belinda is that way. Belinda has a record keeping service down where they're at, and it seems like it's going pretty well. She actually keeps records for law firms, accountants, all kinds of stuff. From the forums that I was able to find more information on about Belinda, she does have 5 children who are all in her care, and she teaches them how to garden and be natural, take care of themselves in a natural way. I know sometimes natural products are very weird, but I thought it was pretty cool that she's teaching her kids how to take care of themselves from the earth, even with the gardening. And they said that she homeschools all 5 of her children while running a business. What that says to me is Hayward is with her because he can tell Belinda got her shit together. Shanika is trying to mimic Belinda because she wants Hayward back so bad. Now, this new Jessica character that just entered in about a year ago is speculated to be his side chick. The only reason why we know that is because Shanika was online talking about it, as always. And Jessica is the one who took the kids into her care with Hayward whenever the kids were taken by CPS, because I think it was about 2 years ago on TikTok, they were able to find out exactly where the kids were and to start giving calls to the proper authorities in order to get the kids picked up by Child Protective Services, which they were. Whatever happened in court allowed Shanika to be able to get her kids back. If you haven't already liked the video, make sure you like it. Now let's go check out some snippets from her lives and make our decision.
Let me tell you something. Oh, she messed with a married man. No, he was my man first. He was my husband first. I was with him since 2009. I'm gonna always be first with his kids. I don't care what nobody say. You can have your cake, but you can't eat it over here. And
do you hear the pain in her voice as she's yelling about this? And the reason why I did not blur out her kids' faces is because she already has it all over her YouTube channel. This man in the corner, this is who she is going this crazy over. And as you can see, I said this is from her YouTube about 2 years ago. We will notice a trend with her yelling at the top of her lungs about a man who has made it very clear that he does not want her. And for any of our younger homegirls who are over here who are wondering if you should hold on to a man, if what you're listening to as she tells us about how this man treated her, if what you're listening to sounds anything similar to what you're in, girl, babes, homeboy, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to figure out an escape route, because you never want to let anybody drive you to this insanity of having child after child after child trying to make somebody be with you. She is trying to force this man to be with her by going online and doing all of this extra about how she's first, how he was with her first, only for him to still end up being with another woman.
Allow him to come into my home to see his children. I would never stop that man from loving his kids, but you're not going to get on this app and bash me and his kids like that. You're not going to do that. I'm tired of seeing that. Okay, what about your girlfriend? Who cares about the girlfriend? I talked to the girlfriend. How did I know about the fucking fourth baby from the wife? The girlfriend didn't tell me. He told me these things. He told me. Oh, well, you know, this, that, and third. Oh, is Lena the father? Is he the father of Lena? What does it matter? What does it matter? We both been through the same damn situation. He had a baby on me. I stayed through the baby. I loved him. I stayed. This is the same path he's walking on. You gotta listen to me, girl. He's walking on the same damn path.
She's saying all of this towards his girlfriend or his wife, one of the two, because they stay very low key. They don't be getting online, and I'm talking about Hayward's ladies. They don't be getting online really saying anything about her. Now, they might be in the comment section, but going live talking about the relationship, they don't do none of that shit. And I feel like a lot of people have covered her story and they have shown videos of the kids and all that shit, but they haven't showed who she really is, which is a woman who does not love her children. She loves a man. This is the perfect example of a woman having a man as the center of her life.
He does not love you. He does not love you. If he loved you, he would have never had that baby on you, that fourth baby on you. He would have never had it, because that's how he did me. He never loved me. After 4 years of our relationship, and I found out about that baby, that shit killed me. I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. I know what you're going through. So why would I go against you if I can help you? I'm trying to help you, but you're going against me. So what, you the girlfriend? I was the baby mom. I was the wife, and I was the girlfriend. I was all that shit, A to Z first. And I'm trying to help you, but no, you going against me when we were together.
This is just 2 years ago that she is yelling at the top of her lungs about this man. Girl, if you don't get your grown ass over this ugly looking motherfucker who you have to have sex with a paper bag over his damn head when it's the dead of night, get the hell out of here yelling about who he with. I wouldn't even let nobody know that was my baby daddy. If he was trying to claim me, I'd be like, how do I know you? Oh my God, you know my children? That's crazy. You they teach her something? Cause I ain't telling nobody that anything ever happened. Now, this is a Meg Thee Stallion joke, and I don't mean it in a bad way, but I would definitely be like, bitch, I lied. I didn't sleep with him. Hell no. And she's sitting up here, I loved it in him. I was supposed to have it all. Girl, what was you gonna have?
And she knows everything about her husband when she don't even know. Oh, well, I don't care what you say. He doesn't love you. He doesn't want you. How you don't love me and don't want me? I've been with him before you was.
Because, girl, you ain't with him now. Shanika, I hope your ass is watching this right now, because I should put a fist in your motherfucking temple for being this damn dumb and arguing over a hermit crab like this who shouldn't come out at all. How is she gonna sit here and yell over and over about a man's wife not knowing him better than she does? And she don't even recognize her own delusion and listen to the passion in her voice for him versus for her own children.
All right. Hello. What are you worried about? Hey, Mom.
What?
Where's my baby lotion? Oh, because I put it on your head.
What? Don't go in my baby stuff. You don't go in my baby stuff. That is not for Samara. That's for the baby. Why you in my baby lotion?
You want to buy the baby?
No, she don't go in my baby stuff. So where is it at? Where the stuff at?
It's on, it's in the room.
Bring it here.
It's in y'all room.
Mom, why
You don't go in my baby stuff?
It took all the way in there.
Mom, why just keep it punching me?
But anyways, he goes outside. He talks to her on the phone. He talks to her outside. I got agitated. I'm pregnant. I'm like, yo, you better get in this house. You better get in here now, because I'm tired. I don't have time for this. Why would she come knock on my...
Look at him. Oh my God. And I took this picture off of his Facebook. It's down in the comments if you want to check it out. And you know, he was sitting in a car, and I'm just like, damn, why you look like you're cockeying? What is going on? How is she crying about a motherfucker who look like this?
Did you tell her where I live at? Of course you knew where I live because Papa seen him getting into the car with her one morning going to work. My kids told me these things. And mama, it's some lady picking him up in a gold, green, or whatever color truck she had. I said, okay, I'll handle that with him. Me being who I am, I trusted my kids. I asked them behind closed doors when we had the room door locked. I said, so who's the girl picking you up? Papa says,
that look like it was just stinky going down her shirt.
Somebody dropping you off. Oh, that ain't nobody but a friend. So I said, you got a lady dropping you off by the dumpster. He was like, yeah. Second time Papa said he seen it. So I went outside. By the time I got outside, she was gone.
We're getting mad at the wrong person here. Yeah. When the man is cheating on the woman, then you get mad at the man, not the lady. Now the lady, yeah, okay, she can go and do what she want to do. If she knew that he was taken, whatever. But first line of the problem, first line is him. Second line is her. Third line is what's going to be your decision after you figure out that he's been cheating on you.
I don't understand how much sexy. I don't understand how many times can you tell me you sorry, but every time we get in an argument, you got the next bitch ready to open up her door and her legs and say, okay, come on inside.
All right, so let me break this down for her. The reason why this man always had another woman lined up is because he never let them down. He never let them go. That was my situation with one of my exes, girl. Yeah, I remember he was like, oh, this just my friend. She just be calling me for advice and stuff. And we learned how to do socks together. So she just calling me for, We're cutting all that shit off because I know y'all used to fuck around. So you ain't about to sit up here and trick me. Now you having this little relationship because y'all used to be cool. Now y'all friends again. And as soon as we get into an argument, you gonna go and mess with her. Nah, I don't want to be in that type of shit. She knew. She knew. She just chose to let her boundaries down and to continuously listen to him say, I'm sorry, with no actionable steps of change. That's all her. And now she want to sit up here and cry about him moving on. I think that everybody wants to give someone respect. And when you give someone leeway to keep disrespecting you, eventually they're going to get bored.
What makes you think that that was going to work like that? Like every time we got in an argument and I tell him to get his stuff and get out, he'll grab a few clothes, throw them in the bag, and leave and turn off his phone for the next 4 or 5 days.
Girl!
I don't hear nothing from him when we was together. Then when he come back, oh, I was at my auntie house down in such and such, or I was at my homeboy house, and then he come to find that the female called him. Well, he was with me the whole time. I actually.
You stupid. Shanika is stupid. There is no way anybody should get away with leaving you for 4 or 5 days at a time and you're in a committed relationship and they get to just say, oh, I was at my aunt's house. If you needed time to cool off or to get a break from each other or whatever, if you needed time like that, then you should have still checked in with me daily because we're in a committed relationship. But when you don't, that lets me know that we're no longer in a committed relationship.
One question, just be honest. Men can't be honest for shit.
He was honest with you, dumbass.
Ones. They'll lie through their teeth. They don't care. They do not care. They don't
hear the pain. They don't care.
Care. They do not care. That's why I say I'm glad that he wound up finding somebody that he really. Well, he think he love because you know with the situation, what I know, we talk all the time. We got a bond nobody can't break. We broke up in 2020. No, 2019, 2020. Yep. We basically broke up. I wound up getting him off the street. His wife threw all his stuff out, clothes. I let him stay at my house for about a week.
All of this shit is about to sound extremely stupid, but again, I wanted to build the backstory of Shanika and how she really let this man run all over her and she wants to blame him for her problems and act like life is so hard because she has all of these kids. Shouldn't have had the kids to keep the man in.
He went back to his wife. I said, all right, now you going back home?
Went back to his wife. What?
You got me to make things work. All right, cool. I was the type of baby mama, I ride for him. I said, all right, you can stay here for a couple weeks, so you can get
Damn. Not me. Nah, I do not ride for nobody, okay? I mean, when it comes to like my baby daddy or something like that, if he was taking me through the mud like this, ride for who? Ride for what? No, if you got an issue with your wife, baby daddy, guess what? Go and work that shit out with your wife. And he was like, I really need a place to stay. I'd be like, dang, that's crazy. So she puts you out for real? Dang, what you about to do? That's the classic line of, you can't stay here, or you need to leave my house. What you about to do? Or you need to get off the phone. What you about to do? Classic. Ain't no damn way I would let somebody call me and say, my wife kicked me out because I was doing whatever. Can I come and stay with you? Although I don't take care of the 8 kids that I gave you, if those are really his kids. And even though you living in a 2-bedroom with 100 million fleas, ticks, and roaches, I want to come and lay my big fat ass in there too. What?
So he went back home to her. It happened again. They started fighting. He called me on the phone. Nigga, pick me up. I need some place to stay. All right, cool. I got your back. Third time, he came back. I was in the bed. I was laying down. I was tired.
How many times do you accept a married man back who ain't even your man? He's just your baby daddy and he's married to somebody else. I wouldn't even...
Here comes Naya. Mama, such and such jumping in a blue car. I said, what you talking about? I said, I thought he had somebody drop him off. She didn't know he in a blue car. So I said, what color car? So she said a blue car. So I wanted automatically calling the girlfriend. I said, is he driving your car or who car is he driving? She said, that's my car. He driving. We not but friends. You know, this, that, third. I said, no, he.
Oh, he driving her car too? Ooh, you don't drive it, you don't pay for it. And that could work both ways. No, it can't, because I wouldn't want to drive my man's car if he had a super cool, like, muscle car or something, so I ain't gonna say that. He probably wouldn't want to drive my little coupe, because I plan on getting me a little buggy, like a little 2-door Beetle or something like that. Probably ain't gonna be able to do that. Anyway, I digress. What I'm saying is, there ain't no damn way I'm dealing with no man whose baby mama has access to my cell phone number, and she crazy like this. What? Oh no, I was talking to my sister. We were talking about men, and I said, you really got to figure out where a man comes from, who he be dealing with, how his family raised him, who his parents are. You really have to figure it out when you're getting committed to him and deciding to lock in with him. Because say a man has a crazy baby mama, y'all lock in together, y'all get married, or y'all move in together, whatever, you're going to have a problem with the baby mama too, because he got a problem with the baby mama. It's very rare that the baby mama is like, okay, homegirl, I'll be cool with you, but I ain't cool with the baby daddy. She wants the wife and the girlfriend to be cool with her so that they can listen to her about how bad Hayward is and leave him, because Shanika don't want Hayward to be with nobody because Hayward don't want to be with Shanika.
Here with me? That's because you know his wife put him out. I'm being one of the realest one out here.
You're being one of the dopest ones out here.
I'm one of the realest women out here. I called on him. She's like, no, he was driving my car with his friend. I said, have y'all ever had sex? Y'all dealing with anything? Y'all doing anything? Because you know, I've always been first. I'm trying to see what's going on with y'all. So
I've always been first, but you asking if they ever been doing anything. I don't know who would be doing anything with that man who looks like a potato sack.
I can know what's going on. So no, we never messed around with that third, blah, 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 blah. We had a real long conversation.
Hold up. You know what? Let me see if I can put his picture up here. This who she letting run her through the mud. This. And she wondering who he was sticking anything in. I would, because ain't no reason for me to wonder who you been sticking and you know, doing things with, because ain't nothing going on here. You ain't getting into my oven, not looking like this. What happens when we're in the middle of it and I open my eyes and I get scared? Then what do? Then it's all awkward and shit like that. And you think I'm having a good time because I'm screaming. No, I'm nervous. No, I'm afraid. No, do you know what I just opened my eyes up into? No, I don't like it. And he was mine first. I would not cry about this. Ain't no way you gonna be ugly and do me wrong. Tell me.
They started getting more and more involved. More and more involved, and I started finding out, started seeing the texts in his phone when he was at my house. I was like, so you and so about to start talking. He said no. He said, no, we just friends. You know, she helped me, you know, get my glasses or help me get what I need. I said, so she basically buying you. He said, no, she just giving me what I need, whatever, you know, we friends or whatever. I said, okay, cool. I said, that night he came and said she was gonna take him to work. I told him in the house that night when he came back to change his clothes. I said, you know what? I have been nice enough to let you stay here for 2 weeks.
Another thing, she said she had cleaned the house before he came home. She does not keep a clean house now. However, when she was messing with that ugly man, she was keeping a clean house.
You was going through with your wife, you can put light to get your things. And you can just, you know, go ahead and be with your girlfriend. Because I'm not going to be a doormat. I'll just try to help you out, but you're not trying to focus on what you need to focus on because you want to run into another relationship. So,
I don't know why she stopped being a doormat.
Ever since then, him and her been together for 3 years. 2019 when we separate, 2020 and 2021. So they've been together for 3 years. Since 2019. And I was like, you know what? It ain't my problem anymore. I told him.
This is a shame. This is sad because her content revolves around either her children or lack thereof a relationship. That's all it's about. And for 7 years, this lady has been on YouTube trying to make herself an influencer or a celebrity, or I don't know what she's trying to do, but I do feel like she uses her kids for content like a lot of families do, and she feels like that's supposed to blow her up. But to me, after 7 years, if it still ain't taken off, that means this is not the lane for you. And I think Shanika's under the belief that people are hating on her for being so closed off to realizing that she's not doing right by her kids, because in her mind, she's doing more than what her mother did for her, because at least she's there. That's what she thinks. That's also why I feel like she needs to let go of everything that happened in her childhood, because it's blocking her from realizing she's a piece of shit mother.
That ain't my problem anymore. Ain't no need for me to worry about what you got going on. You know, we talked and everything. I told her a lot of things. I said, you know, I don't understand how people just tell you certain things and do certain things and you believe them. Because
look at him, looking dumb. Who put this party hat on his ass? Is this supposed to be a real suit, or is this supposed to be... Oh, I know this is a Party City suit. I done seen these before. I feel like he's supposed to be dressed like a gangster, and he like, yeah, look at me and my Stacey Adams, looking stupid as hell. And she
ain't nothing but a liar. And I tell anybody else, the things we talked about, I was shocked. And she was going through the exact same thing I was going through, and I was trying to help her. He loves his kids. He'll do whatever he can for them. Like, he'll try to make a way. But I seen underneath his comments on his page on TikTok, somebody said, you need to take your kids from your baby mama. Your baby...
Boy, I don't know why she itching so much, but I know bed bugs when I see them.
I'm a selfish. She take the money that she have and put on herself. As I can see and as I know in my heart, I didn't lay down and make these babies with you for nothing. I didn't lay down and have these kids out of wedlock. These kids are always gonna be my kids.
I had these kids out of wedlock. Yeah, Shanika, you had the children out of wedlock. You know why, Shanika? Because he was not married to you. He's married to Belinda, not your stupid ass.
I'm gonna love my kids to death. Anyways,
she got to stop itching.
Old people sure will be like, they be like, well, you let a man stay with you, ain't nobody gonna never help your ass do nothing. Nobody gonna help you when you got no man living in the house with you anyway. Get rid of that man, maybe somebody might help you. I used to tell her a lot of stories about him. She was like,
and she's talking about her grandmother. Her grandmother told her, no one's gonna help you if you have that man staying with you. What? Huh? Why? If he's the father, I'm the mom, we're in the house together, why wouldn't there be any help?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. You hurting and you crying and you got all this stuff going on. He don't give a damn. As long as he got a pocketbook and a pussy open. He can do that. I was like, what? When my baby called my son, I was like, what? She said, as long as he got the lady got a pocketbook and she got her leg can open and he can go in it. That's all he wants. I said, what? Because I was still hurt during the time. I was still crying and going through what I was going through. Of course, I was emotional. I was pregnant so many times.
I would never listen to somebody about relationship advice who does not have a long-standing relationship, which is why I stick to asking my mama and daddy about advice. They have been together, they have been married, they've been up and down, all that type of stuff. I want to have what they have, a union that cannot be broken. I want that. I want long-standing. So why would I sit up here and ask an older woman who has nobody at home, doesn't even have a deceased husband, for advice about a man that I'm dealing with? No, thank you.
She was like, yeah, as long as that woman got a pocketbook, and she got one of these, and she can open it, that's all he wants. And if she allowed him to go in it, then you so sorry for your life, but guess what? That's all he...
Woo, she got to start reading too. Sorry, stupid, sorry. Grandma sound dumb, that So basically what that says to me is her grandmother must have been one of them sugar mamas that was ran through, and she was like, I'll give you a new car, Frank. I'll give you a new robe, Frank. I'll clean the house, Frank. Just don't leave me. You want my body, Frank? I'll give you my body on a platter. And Frank still left her grandma, so she can't let that shit go. Now she advising her granddaughter on how to be just as dumb as her ass. If you got a pocketbook and you got a... That's all they want. That's all they want. Bitch, you. Nah, my man is gonna want a family with me. He's gonna want a life with me. I'm gonna want the same with him. He's gonna give me a safe space. All that shit crazy.
And a lot of women, she said, a lot of women don't know that. She said, I'm old school. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You used to talk about him all the time. You still love him. Let him get a piece of cookie and let him go. Then once you get a piece of cookie, let him see how good it was for the last time and let his ass go. Now it's just
stupid. You're stupid. I want to punch your fucking head. It kills me when people think that the way that I'm gonna get over this man is either to just give him and then I disappear off the face of the earth, or I'm about to just go start fucking men and I'm gonna not remember him and I'm not gonna think about him. That is not the way to do things. That's not a way to even make a man feel a type of way about you.
Now you got old Mark. Yep, that's what my baby grandma used to say. Give him the cookie and let him go.
I did love a man for 10.5 years. Yes, he did. Got married behind my back. I didn't know anything about it.
So I had to speed these up because the way that she talks is just, it'd take forever for her to get sentence out. This is Shanika's new book released 1 year ago, and she actually read part of her book on her YouTube, and most of it is about her childhood and how she feels with Hayward and how they met and how she holds Hayward on a pedestal.
Wife thought I knew about it, but I didn't because he didn't tell me anything. He kept it a secret. The first baby that he had was a hurtful, painful thing to me. I did accept that baby and I kept moving.
Set up, everyone. Hold on.
I did love a man for 10.5 years. Yes, he did. Got married behind my back. I didn't know anything about it. The wife thought I knew about it, but I didn't because he didn't tell me anything. He kept it a secret. The first baby that he had was a hurtful, painful thing to me. I did accept that baby and I kept moving. The second one came apart. I didn't accept that baby at all. I didn't accept him because I gave up. And then
ooh, we're learning some new stuff. So not only did he have one baby on her, not only did he have 2 children on her, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear about more.
See, I couldn't do it anymore, so he decided to walk out and left when Leah was 7 years old and decided to get married to his wife that he's with today. I guess he was married because I didn't know he was married. I mean, at the same time when I did find out, yeah, I still was sleeping with the man. Yes, I still was with the man because in fact, who can actually move on out of a relationship with someone they've been with for 10.5 years and say they can let go?
Girl, why? Because that is the top thing that will turn me off to a man. What I look like sitting up here giving you my coochie and you're over here trying to work things out with your wife. I don't know the conversations. I don't know if you guys are still laying down together, and I would not want my husband to be in that predicament because I did that. You know, I wouldn't want nothing to come back on me in that type of way.
Let go of someone that you love for so many years of your life. It's just how you live your life on his own. And if you love someone, you love them. You can't change how the way you feel. Like I thought about Christian and the baby. Like he up there.
She said she thought about Krishan, and she means Blueface baby.
Jalen, and he doing what he doing, but Kristen out here crying and bittering every day and taking care of her son and doing things. It's like my life with Hayward, and I look at her. She's an inspiration. My daughter talk about her all the time. And I love Kristen a lot, and I look at her like an inspiration. Like, yo, my story is similar to her story. Like he is with Jalen, he's doing what he's doing. She's with the baby all the time, and you know she had a baby and this and the third. I can't relate to nobody else's life, but I can say as a mom and as a person that loves somebody.
These are Krishan Rock's fans right here. Shena Grant is a Krishan Rock fan. You know all them people who be swinging for her in the comments talking about ain't nothing wrong with her baby, we some haters. This is who be doing it. And I used to get irritated when people would get so mad about us content creators or us YouTubers talking about Krishan's baby as if we were attacking the baby as opposed to attacking the mother, which is what we all were doing. But then I realized these are fans. They dumb. They don't know no better. They can't really comprehend nothing because they have been in the same predicament. And they're like, see that young girl? She's just like me. And she's rich and famous. And I'm going to be rich and famous too. Hell no, you ain't, dummy.
You love them. But everybody know who I am. My book is based on a true story. Allow me to start introducing myself. I'm Shena Grant. I was conceived on October 15, 1984, which my birthday is tomorrow, in a quiet community called Sumter, South Carolina. I was raised by my grandmother because my mother abandoned the 3 of us. She did not want to take full responsibility for us since she was going through so much in life at the time. We were born. When we were born, she had some.
She really repeated, we were born several times, and this her damn book. This what I feel like Netta and Charles gonna try to come out with. Well, really just Netta, a chat GPT book that probably has the language all screwy because it's not in human dialect. I don't know when people are going to understand that AI, it is a useful tool, but you have to be the master of AI. You have to plug in equations, so to speak, or different ways of questions to make chat GPT give you what you're looking for. Then you got to go back, be very careful about how you're putting that online, because Google has the power to have screen readers and see, oh, this isn't human language. Oh, this is written by complete AI. Oh, I'm going to rank this lower. So then the book ends up not selling because you use complete chat GPT to make the damn book. Now you can't read it out loud. And this is the issue. Shanika ass happened.
Dark secrets in her life that she was going to reveal to us. She came out about how she felt, which made my heart drop. I loved it and admired her. As a child at this point, I didn't fully understand what she was saying. Or
I know chat GPT didn't put loved it in there.
What was happening at the time. I used to cry a lot of anger because I loved my mom and all I wanted was her attention, but could never get it. She treated me like an outsider and a stranger, not like her child. Now I'm grown. Here's my story. Y'all get the book. The book is out there.
See what I'm saying? This lady, 40 years old, talking about how her mom wasn't there for her and this happened and that happened and that irritates me with grown-up adults because they have the resources, especially her not having a real job and having Medicaid and shit. She could actually go and get some sort of help down at the health services department. I'm more than sure. Want to sit up here and cry about how hard childhood was, but have every opportunity to change childhood now, to change it for your children now, to reset the generation, break generational curses, say to yourself, you know what, my mom was like this, but I'm gonna make sure that my girls aren't like this to their girls or their sons. Ain't even got the strength to do that, but you don't want to work a job. Shanika, take your ass down to a job because you ain't got no hustle to you.
So everything went okay at first, you know, I don't know.
Now, the reason why I put this together like this is because, like I said, I wanted to show the backstory of her and I wanted to show the consequences of holding on to a man far too long. Now he tired of it. She said Hayward is getting tired of being in the Reddit thread, which is also down below if you want to get nosy. Hayward is getting tired of people saying that they are connected together, and at this point, as of October 2024, Hayward wants to get DNA tests on all the kids. All of them, because somehow, some way, she still slipped up and had sex with Hayward, while Hayward has Belinda, his wife, and Jessica, his side chick. Why did she have sex with them, you ask? Because I bet she wanted to try to get a one-up on Belinda and Jessica, who do not have kids by Hayward, in order to be like, see, I'm still number one. I'm still able to have his baby. I'm still able to be number one. Now listen to how this fool embarrassed the hell out of him.
Conversation with my kid's father, whatever. I talked with him before we went inside in the little room to do whatever we had to do. So we go, we talk, we had our little communication or whatever, because you know that's how we communicate, because we didn't talk to each other over the phone or text. We get in the room, okay, the lady's sitting there talking to us, we're talking. All right, the papers have been served to him, papers been served. All right, cool. Here we go with shebang and shenanigan bullshit. Oh, well, do you want a maternity test? Yeah. So you trying to tell me you claiming that these kids are not yours, none of them? He only claiming Leah and Extra. He not claiming the rest of them. So he got to do a DNA test for 6 kids before I can receive the baby.
Keep right.
So you mean to tell me you're not claiming none of your children? That's what I'm telling him in front of the DSS. Well, I take care of my kids. The lady asked you, did you want a DNA test, sir? Do you want a DNA test? He's still saying yeah. So that means, what that's telling you, if a person tells you they didn't want a DNA test, they're not claiming the child, correct?
Correct, you dumbass. You raggedy ass rabbit head. I have half of a brain ass. You mother. You stupid, dense, naive. Why would you think to yourself that this man wants to be with your ass when he already got married and has a side chick? And you making me mad in here, about to make me woo.
I sit here and sitting there going back and forth with this man, back and forth, 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 back and forth. You want to tell me you want to do that test of all 6 of your children, from Kaya all the way down except for HJ and Lee? So you're claiming Leah and HJ are your kids, but the other 6 are not your kids. Okay, yeah, we know you got your last name. At the same time, like I told him and then in front of the lady, who was in my bed the whole time when we was together? Who was I with?
Right.
Nobody didn't sit there and been in my house. I wasn't with nobody but you. So how can you sit there and go in front of a person and be like, oh, I want a DNA test done because you know you got to pay child support? You want a DNA test done on the children? When we lay down and make these kids, I can't wait. I'm waiting, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready for all 6 of them. From Lena, from Kaya, Elijah, all the way down to my baby girl. I can't wait. Which place I'm saying like Corey. And he get a DNA test of all 6 of his children, because the oldest 2 he don't want none. Let the proof be, let it get it out there. Cause you don't lie so many times, tell them girls, oh, but that ain't my baby. Or those ain't them last 2 ain't my babies. I tried to cover up for so long for you. I tried to be there for you, try to cover up. But when the DNA test come, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear nobody saying, oh, well, Nika didn't lie. I ain't got no reason to lie. Any woman who lay in the bed with a man, if you know you've been sleeping with multiple men, then you would know that he ain't the father. I sleep with one man this whole time. And you mean to tell me you gonna sit there and deny my children? No,
Oh, this is so hurtful. Please don't let the kids know this. It can affect them. Also, I hope you learn from this. I don't feel any type of sorry for this woman. This woman knew plain as day that this man was involved with another woman and trying to one up the women. She goes and gets pregnant again at the age of 40.
Not saying
with no support, which I'm not saying it's bad to have children later in life. I feel like I won't have kids until after I'm 35. As y'all know, I'm 34. What I'm saying is she ain't got no support. She does lean on her daughter a lot, but that's unfair to her kids too.
I'm not saying I'm denying the kids. You the one put us in this situation. You the one want to get a DNA test done.
Because she wants child support and she doesn't want to have to go and get a real job. I thought I included it in here, but I accidentally didn't. On one of her lives about 2 years ago, she was talking about how she should get life insurance for her kids in case they die because she won't be able to afford their burials. I have never heard a parent say that type of shit on a live. And she said she told her eldest daughter that she better be ready to take care of the family in the event that Shanika dies, and that Shanika was going to take out life insurance on her. And the reason why she began to think this way is because when the kids were in CPS, it just had her stirred and thinking about what life might be like without them, because she wouldn't be able to afford to pay to bury her kids and to pay her bills. That says to me, she only wants them kids there so she can continue to get probably $2,000 in food stamps, rental assistance, and whatever else she gets from the government. And I think that she goes and gets these little ass jobs because she knows the income tax season is right around the corner, and you'll get a little bit more money if you've been on a job for a couple of months.
I'm gonna get a DNA test done because you want to be an asshole and not want to pay no money. Oh no, you put us in a situation. You want to do this. You want to do that. You want to put the internet in our business.
Boom, that part. He don't like people knowing who she is, and she builds all of her stories on him, his ex, her ex. There's nothing about Shanika in the social media space. It's about her kids and this man who don't want her, who wants to keep on hearing about how horrible of a person they are. And I guarantee he's probably going to continue to run from the paternity test because he ain't got no job. He's an entrepreneur, and from what the Reddit thread said, which is in the description box if you want to be nosy, he's actually a street hustler.
It's not that. But you denying your own flesh and blood? Like Mary J. Blige said, how can you deny your own flesh and blood? How can you deny your own flesh and blood, bro? How? That thing teed me off. I was arguing with this man back and forth the whole time. Like, how can you deny your own flesh and blood?
Can you imagine how the caseworker went home like, babe, I got to tell you about this lady came in here. So, look, she said she had 8 kids by the dude, right? He gonna say that them ain't his kids. And I was like, would you guys like to do a DNA test? He gonna say, yeah. She gonna say, what? I said, oh!
Not denying them. I take care of my kids. The lady asked you, do you want a maternity test? You said, yeah. So that's gonna hold back the payments and everything. Am I a dummy? No, go ahead and get your shit. I'm ready. I told her to go ahead and make it. I said, I can bring them kids back today. I said, let's do this shit today. She said, no, we're not going to be able to do it today because, after 1 o'clock, we stopped doing what we got to do. Oh, I said, I was about to go get them fucking kids and bring them kids back and go ahead and get my DNA test done. So let's go. I'm ready. Because I don't understand how you feel like these kids are not yours after all these years. You sneaking and geeking on your girlfriend, wife, and whoever you sneaking and geeking with, laying up in the bed with me. We making these babies. We doing what we do because we still in love after all the years we've been together.
You a dumbass. They ain't still in love. See, sometimes men will be with a woman in the dark just to have something to fuck on, just to have something to come in.
And even though after the marriage, I found about the marriage, when we was together, you wasn't married to nobody. You want to sneak and geek and mess around. You want to say I love you at the third pillow talking with me, but you want to go up there and lie about these damn kids ain't yours?
Of course a man is going to pillow talk and say he love you if he having sex with you, if his penis is in you, and you're like, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? He's going to be like, yeah, bitch, I love you. Duh.
Oh, I'm not saying they're not mine. I just want my DNA test done. You don't want to put us in a situation. What? Oh my God, bruh. Nah, man. Nah, bruh.
Stop talking like that with your grown ass. You're fucking 40.
No, bro. Men can be the most destructive creatures on the planet.
No. That's the men that Shanika deal with. The men Shanika deal with.
On the planet. Like, y'all men can be, and not all men, can be so low down dirty when you lay with a woman, bro.
On her Facebook, she had uploaded a video where she was sitting in the car talking about how frustrated she was with her kids and how she was talking to them. It was disturbing because you could tell that the child just wanted some attention. And it wasn't even like negative attention or anything like that. It was just like, hey mom, what you doing? And she yelled at the child with such aggression as if he asked or she asked to be there, as if they were disturbing her peace, as if she wasn't the one who laid down with this no good ass man to have children in order to prove a point. And I think if I could give her any advice, she needs to go to therapy. She needs to accept the fact that there will never be a relationship between her and that man. She needs to also come to grips with the fact that that man is probably going to jump states on her, not get a paternity test. That way he does not have to pay child support, and she's going to have to deal with and kill her demons in order to be there for her children and be a present mother. This is the time to make the sacrifice. This woman is 40 years old and her kids are a bit brainwashed. I will say, even watching some of her daughter's lives, I was surprised at how she was taking up for her mom as opposed to feeling anger that she can't even enjoy being in her 20s. And her son, him getting in trouble for touching on one of her daughters, I believe it's because you put these kids in this little ass space and you don't teach them right from wrong. Shanika doesn't have that sacrifice in her, but I feel like she has to develop that if she wants to raise kids who could go further than her. And isn't that what we want as parents? If we do have children that we love, but shit, I forgot. The bitch don't love her kids. I have been the Just Kason brand. I'm so thankful that you guys did tune in. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I know I cussed really heavily in this video, and I'm trying to like lay off of it, but sometimes stuff just makes me so mad and I can't put my hands on nothing, so just get out of me. I'm sorry. Share the video with a friend. If you're not already subscribed to the Jaberhood, please consider doing so. And make sure your notification bells are turned on so you catch me every single time I upload. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.